Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mary here in Japan, and thank you again for checking out another one of my videos. Now today's video is actually a very timely one as we are facing a ridiculous situation. If you may wonder what that is, obviously it's the pandemic, and on top of that I've seen how hard, I've heard how hard it is to find a job in this pandemic. So in today's video we're going to talk about the top tips to be able to find a good job during this pandemic. So make sure to stick around to the end as well to hear my #1 suggestion in terms of how you can find a position during this crazy global pandemic that we're in. But first, just before we get right into it, I definitely want to say if it's your first time watching, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. If you have not already, just please hit that subscribe button. It really does help my channel as I am a small channel here. So hit that subscribe button. Also press the bell icon so that you can get notification when I do release new and relevant videos. I talk about personal development, personal finance, and my crazy awesome life here in Japan. So if you want to hear all about that, please hit the subscribe button and please hit the notification button. Okay, this time for sure, let's get right into it. So we all know finding a job in the best of times is already a difficult endeavor to take on, let alone in a global pandemic. You know, the difficulties now have just become torturous, just really torturous. And I have so many friends and acquaintances who are right now going through that struggle of trying to find a position or trying to find a good job that they can take on. And I have given them all the support, all the tips that I can think of as a professional recruiter for past 3 years in terms of how they can do that. And I realized it'll be so good if I can also share this with everybody. So I'm going to start sharing what are my top tips to look at or to do to be able to find a good position even during this crisis that we are in. Starting off with #5 is use LinkedIn. Now hold up, I know some of you are already gonna say, well Mary, girlfriend, I've been using LinkedIn, nobody's replying, nobody's coming back to my applications online. And I just want to say, stop right there. Now there's many ways to use LinkedIn, and unfortunately, surprisingly, many people are not using LinkedIn to the full potential it has. Raise your hand if you only just have a LinkedIn profile. Raise your hand if you actually have your whole profile filled out. Now raise your hand if you've ever messaged hiring managers or HRs or recruiters. And that's where people are lacking. People think it's okay to just have a sparse profile, you know, just with your name and with like a couple of jobs and then just maybe your school, and then they apply to positions with their, I guess, online resume. But that's not enough. You have to be much more proactive on LinkedIn. You first want to be at A-star level. I think they call like expert level on LinkedIn. Your profile is fully filled out. You have various skills highlighted. You have achievements highlighted. You have referrals, all things like that. You want to make sure your profile on LinkedIn is A+ level. Secondly, you want to actively and proactively reach out to relevant recruiters on LinkedIn that match your industry. Whether you're in IT and customer service, and in agriculture, in travel, whatever, in marketing and in sales, reach out to recruiters on LinkedIn who are relevant to your industry and just try to build a relationship with them. They are there for a reason. They're there to find potential candidates that can match their open positions. So why not take that step to reach out to them? Also, reach out to the HR. Reach out to the HR of the companies you've applied to. There's a lot of people are a bit shy to you know send a LinkedIn mail or something like that because they feel they're overstepping boundaries. But as long as you reach out respectfully and you know you're not like doing it every day, it's completely fine. I would actually say HR people do appreciate seeing, okay, who is active, who is proactive, and at least it'll make them give your profile a second look, and that should never hurt. And as well, reach out to hiring managers. If you happen to know, especially I know on some LinkedIn job postings, they may say who the hiring manager is for that position, or maybe you can find that information out some other ways. Reach out to that hiring manager. Just let them know that you are interested in their role. These are the skills that you have, and you really hope that you could be considered, or you maybe even have like an informal chat. Again, it never hurts to do that. It's better to try and fail than to never have tried at all and not know. Going to my fourth suggestion is referrals. Now, I love referrals. When I was a student, I never knew how important it is to have referrals and utilize referrals because I didn't really have that much of a network of people that I know. But now that I'm 3+ years into my career as a recruiter and within HR, I realize how important referrals are and how valuable companies see referrals. When I say referrals, that just means somebody you know in the company is able to recommend your profile for a specific position or for like generally. And many companies actually utilize the referral program internally because companies trust who their employees refer. It's just an easier way to do recruitment, to do hiring. Why should they have to spend a bunch of money to try and find a completely new candidate when maybe somebody in their person A in their company already knows you and they can refer you, and that should show, okay, smart people know smart people, so they will already be thinking more positively of your profile because you came in as a referral. So my recommendation is ask everybody you know if they can refer you. Ask your ex-colleagues, ask your ex-classmates, ask your family members, your church members, ask anybody who is working in the industry or a company that you're interested in, and ask them if they are happy to refer you. Now, don't expect them to do all the work. Make it easy for them. If you're going to ask somebody for a referral, at least be able to send them maybe a 1-pager highlighting your achievements, highlighting what you've done, highlighting why you're good for the company, so that, or as well what type of positions, highlighting what type of positions really could match you, so that when they are going through the online referral program on their company website, they're able to just click, put all that information in, make it easy. Don't make them do all the work. It's you asking for a favor. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's you asking for a favor. You should be able to come ready with the relevant information so that they can easily refer you, and referrals are amazing. My third suggestion in terms of how to find the right position for you in the global pandemic is online job fairs. Now, it's really sad that, of course, in-person job fairs are no longer really viable in this climate that we're in. Job fair was actually how I got my very first position back in 2017. So I know how valuable they can be. But just because the in-person job fair is gone doesn't mean you cannot utilize the online job fair. And my recommendation here is to really focus on job fairs that are relevant to your industry, and as well job fairs that are within your country. Now, I didn't say city, I said country, because the good thing about job fairs now that they're virtual is that it doesn't matter how far they are. If you're somebody looking in Essex and you want a job in UK, you can look at the job fairs in London and Essex, etc, etc. Or if you're somebody looking in America and your city is Texas, but there's like an America-wide job fair, then you look at that. So online job fairs are a great place right now to, 1, build your connections, 2, see what type of open positions are currently out there, and 3, apply for them and really hopefully stand out as well, because online job fairs is where you have the chance to really talk with the recruiters, talk with the organizations, and learn more about them, and also really highlight yourself. So take advantage of the online job fairs and don't feel discouraged to go on and do your best in them. My second recommendation is to utilize job boards. Now, job boards have been around for many years. There's many different kinds, from Indeed to Monsters to LinkedIn as well, technically of course a job board, to many more. But keep using them. You should make it your full-time job to be applying to jobs. It can't just be something you do 1-2 hours a day and then you're like, okay, well, now I can sit back, relax, and wait for that call back. No, you should really be spending 8 hours of your day, if you're unemployed right now, or if you have the time, of course, at least 6 to 8 hours a day applying to different positions, tailoring the resumes to those roles. I can't tell you the amount of time as a recruiter I've seen somebody write, oh, to company A when we're company B. It's just like, did you not check your resume before you sent it? It's clear to see you're applying to 100 jobs, but you're not customizing. So please make sure to customize your resume as you send it out. Honestly, I don't really think cover letters are that important anymore. I don't really think it's that important. I just think focus on having a clean, concise one-pager, ideally at most two-page resume that, you know, hits all the achievements, all the skill set, all the keywords that is relevant to the job posting you're applying to. And that should be enough. And that will hopefully also save you time, because of course when you're applying to 50+ jobs a day, you don't always have time to be customizing the cover letter, but you can have time to customize the little summary on top of your resume. So hopefully you can hit those job boards and get more success by really honing in and customizing the resume to the position. So if you stuck around this long, then you're in for a treat, as I'm going to give you my #1 recommendation in how to find a job or a new position in this global pandemic that we're in, and that is to use a recruitment agency. Now, when I was starting looking for my first job at the tender age of, I think I was like 21, 22, I didn't even know what recruitment agencies were. It wasn't even something that was ever, you know, taught to us or told to us by school, or even by like my older friends or my family members. And I don't even know why, because recruitment agencies is not something new. It's been around for many years. So simply, if you don't know what a recruitment agency is, it is a company that's whole position is to find good candidates for their open roles that they get from their clients. Their clients can range from any industry, from IT, medical, science, finance, business, HR, like any field. Their sole goal is to find good candidates for their clients and for their companies. So what does that mean? That means they have positions, they have open jobs, and they need candidates to fill that. So by you utilizing a recruitment agency, you are effectively like doubling yourself. You're having somebody else who's out there looking for good jobs for you, advocating for you, and trying to help you find a position. And for most agencies, there should be no fee that they take. It should be free. So they should be handling your profile for free, because they will usually get commission, or they'll get, you know, their pay from the client side. Now, I have heard that there are some recruitment agencies who do make their candidates pay. Now, I think it's up to you if you want to use that or not, but you should be able to find good recruitment agencies that can take on your profile for free, and then they will do the work to try and find you a position. Doesn't mean they'll do all the work. Doesn't mean you can just let them do it and you stop looking for work. Not at all. But it's that extra, you know, help that's really needed right now during this situation, during this horrible climate that we are in terms of the job market. So I hope those 5 tips and those 5 recommendations can really help you to boost your job search capabilities and help you to find a new position. Please comment down below if you're using any other tips that maybe I didn't mention, or if you are using a tip that I did mention, how has the success been so far for you, and how do you feel it's working for you? I definitely love to hear, as I feel like we need to help each other here to make sure we can all be gainfully employed and not be stuck in these streets during a global pandemic. Nobody wants that. No. So as always, it was your girl Mary here in Japan. Thank you so much for checking out another one of my videos. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Share this video if you have friends or family who are looking for positions, and it hopefully will help them. And of course, like this video if you enjoyed the content. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.